Hello there.
Ladies and gentlemen, isn't it fitting that on the day I am recording episode 5 of the X-Files season 1, Arsenal gave Manchester City a belt to ass whooping of 5 goals at the Emirates today. Ladies and gentlemen, I am super happy this morning. And in true fashion of the X-Files thus far, my reactions, you guys may never see this reaction depending on how well it does on the channel, because I am still yet to upload episode 1 of the X-Files, because I am still hammering down the lost content, nearing the end of the lost content with the streams, with the additional content reactions. So yeah, the X-Files might make an upload today on the day I'm recording episode 5, or tomorrow, in terms of like uploading the very first episode of the X-Files and seeing how well it does on the channel, and whether episodes 2, 3, 4, and 5 ever see the light of day. So yeah, this is an interesting reaction. I'm recording these, in advance, big time. So I'm gonna have these reactions in the tuck, not knowing how well it's going to do on the channel. I said that in episode 2, 3, 4, and now 5. But yeah, what's going on, guys? My name is Elie Moses, a 24-year-old law and film student here in Sydney, Australia. Absolutely shooting a shot, and today we are up to episode 5 of the X-Files season 1, titled Jersey Devil. We're gonna get into the reaction. We're gonna have some fun with this thing, and as always, let's absolutely smash it, baby. Let's go. New Jersey, 1947. Atlantic City, hey! Big up Boardwalk Empire, man.
No problem here, honey.
Flat tire, abandoned woods. It's so Jehovah, man. With them 1947 Atlantic City cars, you ain't getting anywhere. What I love about this show so far is taking various locations across the US and creating such a, unique, haunting, creepy atmosphere every episode thus far. Whether it be the music, the lighting, the cinematography, the actual location itself, they all work together.
What happened?
Bro got yeeted. Atlantic City, New Jersey, baby. The Jersey Devil. Tommy Shelby over here.
I see it! He's coming at us.
Now, why are we prematurely shooting at whatever is in that cave? Golly, man, you didn't have to dress like that today. That is fire.
Working hard, Mulder?
This woman claims to have been taken aboard a spaceship and held in an anti-gravity chamber without food and water for 3 days.
Anti-gravity's right. Sorry to interrupt your serious investigation, but I just heard a story that'd just about take your knees out.
What's that? Not an uncommon place to lose a body part. They think it's the mob?
It was a homeless man. There doesn't seem to be a motive.
Hey, time to plug up
Feeling
the
lucky,
X-Files.
Scully?
Relative to whom? It's not our case, Mulder.
Get the archives
The
up.
local police are handling it. An X-File?
The Jersey
Ever heard of
Legend.
something called the Jersey Devil.
There we go.
Yeah. It's a
Cops corner a large naked man in the woods and gun him down. Autopsy shows human flesh and bones in the man's large intestine.
Damn.
Beast man.
Is the
Requisition
autopsy
for a
report
car,
in
please.
here?
No, the original disappeared from the Patterson PD's files a few years after the incident. But there is a statement from the attending pathologist.
Mulder, it's the same story I've heard since I was a kid. It's a folk tale, a myth.
I heard the same story when I was a kid, too. Funny thing is, I believed it. Thanks, Doreen.
He's
Fact
so
is,
cold.
we got a cannibalized body in New Jersey. Someone or something out there is hungry.
Hey, whether it's Hannibal or a beast, man, something's hunting down people.
They say animals can develop an appetite for human flesh, but this is no animal. You see the teeth marks just below the clavicle? They're human. Hi, I'm Special Agent Dana Scully, and this is Agent Fox Mulder.
I don't remember anybody calling me FBI in on this.
Oh, we're not here in an official capacity. Agent Scully is a medical doctor. We heard about your victim, and she thought she might take a look.
I'm sorry. I'm going to ask you to leave. We have an investigation.
For God's sakes, Tommy, this is no time to get pissy.
We have jurisdiction here.
Any suspects yet, Detective?
I don't work for you, sir. And unless you hear different from the Attorney General, this case is a local matter.
Agent Mulder, you should go.
No need to get bent out of shape.
On the contrary,
They're just acting.
I think I've been exceedingly polite.
They're just acting within their jurisdiction, right? Like, my guy wasn't informed that the FBI was coming, right? Am I right in saying this? Like, he has a reason to be a bit, you know.
Perfectly in his rights.
Yeah, what Scotty's saying,
FBI
yeah.
has no overriding jurisdiction in a murder case. Anyway, you'd feel the same way if someone was horning in on your
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, chances are he's without a clue. He'll probably... Hey, what do you say we grab a hotel, take in a floor show, drop a few quarters in the slot, do a little digging on this case?
You're kidding, right?
Okay, we can skip the floor show.
Mulder, I have to be back in D.C.
We got a date?
No. I have my godson's birthday party at 6:30.
Hey, she got a social life, man. Oh.
What are you doing?
A little poking around. Maybe make a weekend out of it.
Mulder, it's a 3-hour drive back by myself. In Friday night traffic.
Hey, that was kind of a prick move from Mulder, man. Taking her drive back 3 hours by herself in traffic. Probably longer now.
The devil? People say that's just a myth.
Depends on who you talk to.
What do you think?
Well, like I said, 32 years. I see a lot of weird stuff.
Hey, the homegrown people of these towns,
Like one time,
the one that have been here a long time,
a little over 4 years ago, I saw what I thought was and I swear he smelled me because he took off into the woods so fast, you swear it wasn't him.
Really?
Yeah.
You never saw him again?
But I feel him. And I found things.
he's got that aura.
Cat. Half buried like a cat's, only more human. Found a half-eaten rabbit with what looked like a human cuspid tooth in it, and some deer bones. Looked like they'd been sharpened into tools.
Do you think it might be what's responsible for the body you found?
Well, I got a pension coming up in a few years.
I ain't putting it up.
The wrong thing.
Yeah.
I'm not putting it up at risk.
I don't ever come out here without my weapon anymore.
How far is it into town from here?
About a mile and a half.
I'm staying at the Galaxy Gateway for the next couple days. If you think of anything, will you call me?
Sure.
All the sheriffs and town folk are always sus, man. Oh my. You can't juxtaposition cut like that, man.
It's okay. It's all right. What happened? Did you bump your head? Oh, Caesar, stop that.
I like seeing Scully's social life here.
What happened? Jungle warfare. I'm gonna kill that dog. It's amazing. What? You're such a natural at all this. I don't know how you keep it all together.
Mommy radar.
I don't think I'm cut out for this, Al.
Dana, you went through the FBI Academy. What better training could there be for motherhood? Seriously. You're great with kids. What are you talking about?
When am I supposed to find the time?
Well, first you have to get a life. And, of course, it helps if you can find a man.
You don't have any?
Yeah, they're disappearing faster than the Brazilian rainforest. What about that guy you work with?
Mulder?
Yeah, I thought you said he was cute.
He's a jerk. He's not a jerk. He's obsessed with his work.
Yeah, see that's a great juxtaposition cut right here with, I believe, is that Scully's sister right there, but or like just a best friend, But I love that juxtaposition cut right there with, you know, Scully being, you know, having a social life, being friendly with her sister or best friend right there at her godson's birthday party. And then you juxtapose that cut to Mulder's serious face, like zoned in, locked in into his task. And I think it says a lot about the two characters at the moment. And I think this is the very first episode, you know, 5 episodes into season 1, where Mulder and Scully aren't on the case together. They're separate. Mulder's conducting the work on this Jersey Devil case, and he quickly dismissed, you know, of Scully. All right, fine. If you don't want to do it, just go back to DC. Really cold right there to dismiss of Scully right there, like that. And I don't see Scully and Mulder as the romantic, couple type. I see him as like great work partners, great best friends. Sort of like a bad boys relationship, you know, just a male and a female. Like that's it. That's how I see it. I don't think they'd ever work out romantically. Maybe the show will give it a go, but I don't think it would work out romantically just because how different the two are. I believe in terms of like, I don't feel like Mulder has much of a social life compared to Scully. Even Scully's trying to make an effort and is down to get a social life and is around the right people in Dana per se. And she's making time to go to her godson's birthday party. You know, those commitments come first. But I feel like if Mulder had his godson's birthday party and was on the verge of solving like an extraterrestrial / monster of the week type case, I feel like he might put the case first. And, you know, I love how, you know, in the very first episodes of the X-Files, we're developing the characters, yet having these monster of the week, alien of the week type mysteries. Very reminiscent of Buffy. And I know Buffy came out a couple of years after the X-Files, or, you know, premiered a couple of years after the X-Files, but Buffy very much had the same formula, in my opinion, with very we began with a lot of, you know, monster of the week type episodes, but at the same time I was very invested in learning about the characters and the diverse cast they had, and I loved the characters in Buffy just as much as the, you know, monster of the week type episodes to, you know, I guess lay the groundwork for the show and for the show to find its footing.
Hey, Tiger. How you doing? Having a good time?
Oh, the forest. Give it a shot.
Does it mean anything to you?
I've seen it.
Where?
Right here. Digging in
Here?
the trash.
Are you hustling me?
Jersey Devil.
Swear to God.
And
What do you think it is?
even a drawing in pencil is so
The
haunting.
hell out of me.
Yeah.
Has anybody else seen it?
Everybody's pretty freaked.
Anybody told the cops?
You think they don't know?
They always know, man. They just don't want to make the people scared. Keep it a myth. Keep it a legend.
Where are you sleeping tonight?
You're standing in my bedroom.
You know the Galaxy Gateway? Room 756.
Damn. Big up Mulder, man.
Hey, they got HBO?
Yeah, we do.
They got HBO, man. Hey, that's so considerate of Mulder. I love that. They using these monster of the week type episodes to build up the characters in the beginning. I love that about Mulder. Made that homeless man's night. And I'm guessing he saw it as an opportunity as well to live like the homeless for a night and potentially work the case as well, because he just said he's been, you know, he's seen it dig in the trash. Hey, case before all, man. Case before anything. There we go. That could be just another homeless woman. If it is the Jersey Devil, man, that thing took a lot of gunfire in the beginning of the episode. I wonder how it survived that. Maybe that's why it's been kept under wraps for so long. It made a deal with the police. Listen, you stay in the woods. You don't take out any innocent civilians. You can take out the homeless, but you can't. Sorry, you can't. You can take out the homeless, but you can't, you know, take out any working class people potentially. I don't know. I see you.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Enjoying the nightlife here in beautiful Atlantic City.
I'll go right to the DA's office if I have to. Obstructing an investigation. Misconduct.
That's good. Let's go see her together. And while we're at it, why don't we add withholding evidence to the list?
What are you talking about?
Statements given to you describing something stalking the back streets of Atlantic City.
This is the fishing trip they get me up at 3 o'clock in the morning for? Whether it's Hannibal the Cannibal or Elmer Fudd, I've got a job to protect people.
Oh, is that your job? Or is it to keep the dice rolling, keep the tour buses rolling in?
That's
You
what
can't fill those casinos. This town disappears like a quarter down the slot.
So it seems like whatever happened in the 40s has been passed down through the police department, I guess, you know, for decades now, and it's been kept a secret just to protect, you know, the identity of this thing. Keep it a myth, and if we keep it a myth, it's just folklore, it's just legend, and you know, Atlantic City keeps running.
No, you are, sir, because you're wasting my time and impeding the solution of this case. You want to go on a safari? Go to Africa.
Unless they're just,
In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your weekend.
unless they're just, yeah, naive and don't believe in the story at all, and don't want to admit it's true.
Where are you?
3-hour trip back. Come on.
Where you live?
You're still in Atlantic City?
Scully, you got anything happening this morning?
What's that noise in the background?
Come bail me out.
That's the guy getting sick.
Mulder, where are you? The drunk tank?
Probably felt threatening.
Mulder, listen to yourself. You're already ascribing an motive and an alibi. This thing chewed somebody's arm off. It's not exactly a defensive posture.
But you do believe that I saw something, don't you?
You saw something, I'll give you that, but I'm not about to go in and sell it. Not when it's nothing more than a sighting in a dark alley.
I still got a hotel room I'm paying for.
Yeah, well, I have to get back to Washington by 7:30, so...
Another birthday party?
No. I
I got a date. I knew it. With Scott.
Can you cancel?
Damn, another 3-hour trip back.
Unlike you, Mulder, I would like to have a life.
I have a life.
That cut deep for Mulder.
I actually had dreams where I was running over his stepfather with my car.
Bro, talk about
Well,
Scully,
you'll
not
understand
yourself.
when you have kids. Having kids changes everything.
That's what they say.
That's very straightforward, man. Like,
Maybe some weekend, if you're up for it, we could take the kids out to the beach for the day.
Yeah.
Great.
that's so
Thank you.
that's so early for that, brother.
So, can I ask about the case you're on, or can't you say?
I don't think it's a case we should discuss over dinner.
I
Cannibalism.
don't suppose you'd want to hear about the finer points of estate planning and taxation.
Nah, this ain't working out. This ain't working out. Sorry, guys. They just, you know off the fly. Like, I ain't one to give advice, but it's not an F yeah moment for Scully. Yeah, it's just you can't. Like, the vibes ain't there. The vibes ain't vibing.
Mulder.
Agent Mulder, this is Peter Brule of the Jersey Parks Department.
Oh, yeah, hi.
Oh, you gave him a call.
I found a body out in the woods today. It looks like it's been dead 6 to 8
Another
months.
one?
A long-haired male missing the same tooth I found in that rabbit a while back. It could be your devil.
Where's the body now?
I turned it over to the coroner's office.
You're sure it was a male?
Well, it had all the plumbing.
Excuse me.
Yo,
Scully,
Mulder.
sorry to interrupt your
That's okay. What's up?
I'm happy
I
you
just had an
interrupted my
amazing thought.
evening.
Maybe it isn't a beast man we're looking for after all.
It's a beast woman.
Well, if they picked it up, nobody logged the body on the chart.
Scully be doing them 3-hour drives like nothing.
I'm sure I haven't seen it.
I don't understand. What else would they have done with it?
I'm afraid we may have called you down here for nothing.
They're going to try to sweep this whole thing under the carpet.
I knew it.
Any publicity, and you've got the streets crawling with the kind of people who aren't here to play the crap tables. Word gets out there something's still on the loose, forget it.
You said it was a female?
The body
Like
they found
Jaws,
was
man.
a male. There's a 50-50 chance there was a mate. We may never know unless we find out ourselves.
If it's true, what are the chances of capturing it alive?
If it is a primate,
Like
it
Jaws,
has a
man. You say there's a
natural
shark on
fear
the
of
loose?
heights. It would also want to
No one coming to Amity Island on the 4th of
This thing
July.
has no fear of heights. We'll stay together.
We got a
and
problem
struggle
on our
to the
hands.
floors. How much time will that dart give us?
We'll put down a 500-pound bear for an hour if I hit it.
So possibly the one in 1947 was a male, and or like they had an offspring. Yo, Scully knows how to dress, man. That's what I just want to say. That he came to the date looking fine.
Thinking about my godson's birthday party. 8 little 6-year-old boys running around.
In Ape Monkey.
Talk about primitive behavior.
Now look, his name is
But-
Mulder, and he's a federal agent. You ever hear of him? No. You know him? No. Well, what
Yo,
do
that
you
teacher
do?
holding it down. Oh, professor. Yeah, sorry, professor.
Does that sound familiar to you?
But
I
yeah,
know he's here somewhere.
I think it's ironic that the kids were running around with, you know,
I want this place, sir.
gorilla masks, and then yeah, this episode we talk about, you know, evolution, the food chain, human behavior over time, and you know, Scully mentions primitive behavior, the kids just running around. Hold on, where are you? Bro's doing barrel rolls chasing after this thing. Oh! Yep. Scully taking the same form. You're taking right after him. And maybe this Jersey Devil is just misunderstood, man. Nah, well, did absolutely destroy a dad at the beginning of the episode. And countless other victims too. Holy moly. Oh, it's just, yeah, it's just the primitive human in the end of the day. That probably didn't evolve. My guy froze. He hasn't moved for 40 minutes. Staring into the eyes of the devil, man. He froze. It looks like a child, like a teenager.
Lay back. Oh, Mulder, you're hurt.
You should have seen her. She was beautiful.
It's almost as if he was like
ripped your lungs out.
hypnotized by it.
She could have torn my head off, Scully, but she didn't because she sensed that I wasn't a threat.
Now keep these people out of here.
Take her alive.
What's going on here?
Damn.
Suspect is headed south into the woods on foot.
Hey, and it ties into the events at the start of the episode. Very similar, where they're running the woods looking for this thing. Major search party.
I know these woods. If she's going for cover, she'll be down by the rocks.
Wait. I was trying to see, was the footage at the beginning of the episode?
Look.
Okay, no, it wasn't, I think. I reckon the sheriff or the police officers killed it. They killed it before they could get it alive.
Take my arm off. Right there. Bury yourself.
Why'd you have to kill her?
Same reason you kill a rabid animal.
Love how Mulder saw the beauty. This is like a one-of-a-kind
Hi.
thing.
This just came through.
Going like
It's a
that.
posthumous medical exam of the woman's body. They found fragments of human bone still in her digest. They estimated her age to be 25 to 30 years. Now, they allowed Dr. Diamond to do a medical exam of the body, but he found nothing that suggested prehistoric bone structure or physiology. Now, the ACPD has her listed as a Jane Doe.
Of course.
A search for her identity in state psychiatric records has begun in earnest.
Good luck.
They have also released the medical exam from the male body that they found. His age is estimated to be about 40 years.
There would have been offspring. She was just protecting her children, Scully. It all makes sense. The male dies, and she comes out of the woods in search of food.
Mulder, will you do me a favor? Will you just go out and have a beer? Will you take the day off? I'll cover for you. Will you just take some time for yourself?
Thanks for the offer, but I've got an appointment at the Smithsonian with an ethnobiologist. I can't wait to tell him about this.
All about the work.
Mulder. Yeah, just a second. It's for you.
Hello?
Hi, Dana. It's Rob.
Oh, hi.
Sorry to call you at work. It's
Oh,
just
Rob,
I
I thought it was
Scott
Scott.
tonight, and,
Oh, Scott was
we
the
have 2
kid.
extra tickets for Cirque du Soleil. We thought maybe you'd like to ask Helen if you could take Trent and join us.
Let's see what decision she made. Is she gonna...
Position for a car, please, sir. Thank you.
Mulder ain't waiting. He ain't waiting. He got no time for a social life. He got no balance at all.
Who's that on the phone?
A guy?
A guy. Same guy as the guy you had dinner with the other night?
Same guy.
You gonna have dinner with him again?
I don't think so.
No interest.
Not at this time.
Thanks,
He wasn't
Rob.
vibing. The vibes weren't vibing.
What are you doing?
Going with you to the Smithsonian?
Do you have a life, Scully?
Get up, Mulder, and I'll hurt you like that beast woman.
8 million years out of Africa.
Again, he says it again. Look who's holding the door. Those little character moments this episode are what carried it, like Scully, Mulder, even them being separate from one another.
Where?
Oh, they're gonna see the offspring.
No, I'm sure it was nothing.
No, I saw something.
Hey, did you ever hear the story of the Jersey Devil? You know, when I was a kid, my dad used to tell this story about a creature who lived out there in the woods.
Oh, it's the little kids. It's the Goonies, man. Damn, hey. Those offspring are gonna run wild, man. The Jersey Devil continues. The Jersey Devil continues. Ladies and gentlemen, that was I think one of the weaker episodes of the season thus far. I think probably the weakest. But I still enjoy those character moments between Mulder and Scully. You just know something's brewing. Like I say at the end of every episode, there's something larger at stake here. There's something larger at play. But I still think the show's finding its feet with these Monster of the Week, Alien of the Week type mysteries at the moment. But I love how we are developing Mulder and Scully, and we're seeing the differences between the two, and sometimes they align with one another. But yeah, I love these little character moments that carry the episode, and even if like the sort of mystery that they're investigating isn't as intriguing, or isn't as compelling, I'm not invested as much into it, I still love watching Mulder and Scully do their work. They're so, such brilliant performances from the two, and I feel like they bounce off each other really well. The chemistry between the two is fantastic. But yeah, the very first episode where I feel like Mulder was conducting the case predominantly on his own, with Scully trying to find or have a social life, and it's going to be interesting to see. I feel like that's going to say a lot, or that's going to be a big thing going down, into the show later on. Because I said this episode, maybe these two aren't compatible with one another romantically, but maybe they are the perfect fit for each other because of the lifestyle they're in. They do the same line of work, and they can be always together, and it's not like they have to go their separate ways if they are together. But you saw this episode, Scully try the social life thing. I don't think it was with the right guy. Like I said, the vibes weren't vibing. But she tried to do it, and then the second time she tried to do it, the beeper went off, and she went to Mulder's aid, and then again at the end when that opportunity presented itself, she went to Mulder's aid again. So yeah, I feel like those sort of occurrences we saw this episode with the social life thing and the balance outside of this line of work is going to come into play a lot during the series, especially with how we saw Mulder this episode. Scully trying to find that balance, and Mulder just completely honed in, laser focused, with no social life or any outside life, outside of this, line of work with the X-Files and stuff. And I think it says a lot about, Mulder and how, I guess, lonely he is at the moment. I don't think, even ever since his sister was taken away, I just don't think he's even made contact with any family members or nothing along the lines of that. So yeah, a guy who predominantly really keeps to himself, and it's just his line of work, and that's it. My way or the highway, I feel like, with Mulder at the moment. But yeah, he's still a very considerate person, as we saw with him giving the homeless man his room this episode, and I feel like that was a sweet touch from Mulder. Still got a kind heart, but line of work is what prevails at the end of the day. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that reaction. It's been your boy Moses. Take care. God bless. Peace.